Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Willie Morgan Show with Manchester United icon Willie Morgan. First of all, Willie, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Unfortunately, today down here, it's been raining non-stop, Callum. Absolutely gutted. So I've not been on the golf course. But talking of which, my pal Goods Ahmed and his wife Sandra, they've just come back from the Dominican Republic playing golf.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gutted, absolutely gutted. He phoned me this morning in the back. Said the weather was beautiful. Yeah, thanks, Goods. I really needed that. And talking of golf, the young pro at the Mere, Cameron, been avoiding me, Callum. Yeah, I want to take some money off him on the golf course. So, Cameron, I know you listen to the show. Get some money saved up and let's get this game going that you keep talking about. So, and other than that, no, I had a little bit of a problem last week. I was going over to my daughter Gainer's and had a puncture. Oh, yeah. Oh, fortunately, we were able to pull into a farmer's field. I went in the boot to get the spare tyre. There's no spare tyre. There's no spare tyre. I've not had a puncture for, I don't know, 30, 40 years. No spare tyre. So what do you do with the tyre? Anyway, cut long story short, we eventually had to get out company, Trendex tyres, they're called. Young lad called James. James, I know you're listening as well. And saved my life. I would have still been there. I had no idea what to do. You know, there's a pot of whatever it is, latex, and a pump, and you're supposed to. Anyway, I had no idea. I'd still been there now. So, James, you saved my life, pal. And other than that, no, the golf's good. Not as good as Alex's, but it's still good.
Before we get on to talk all things football, before long the Masters will be starting. Obviously, Augusta National. Who are your tips this year? We know you love your golf.
Oh, so I love Tommy Fleetwood or Rory McIlroy to win it. We watched the match play last weekend, and I've never seen the lad before. Sam Burns eventually won it, but it was fascinating. Great to watch. The Masters is one of I love watching it. I love what they import all the flowers. You know that it's not natural.
I don't know that. No, there you go.
They import all the flowers they put around the course, or when I say they import them, they bring them into the golf course. It's not natural. So, but it is beautiful. I've been there, and it is absolutely lovely down there. Yeah, so either Tommy or Rory. Not too keen on John Rahm. But other than that, I don't mind.
I believe Rory's a big United fan as well, so it'd be nice if he could win it.
Yeah, Rory is. And a good lad, obviously great lad. Been a long time. He started here at Mere with Andrew Chandler, Chubby Chandler, as he's known as. And this is where they brought him over and started here at the Mere. Of course, the rest is history. Just a great player.
Yeah, he absolutely is. And he's someone who will be one of the favourites, of course, for the Masters, I'm sure. In terms of the football, have you recovered from that result that we dare not talk about?
Sorry, can't hear you. Can't hear you. Sorry. Pardon, I've gone deaf in this year. Horrendous. I mean, if you were making a movie, you put that in a movie, they say, "Oh Lord, get out of here! That will never happen in a million years." Because Liverpool are rubbish, but we have recovered well. Come on. But you know what we said? We've got no defence. We know that, but no one else has. So you're back to a 2-horse race. I mean, we had a chance there. We had a glimmer of hope that we could have gone on. Yeah, it's going to be tight. I mean, Arsenal have had their little blimp. You know, they had and got over it very quickly. So we'll see, but well, it can only be Arsenal and Man City at this stage. So, and I've got a bet on anyway. I've got a bet on with Vincent, my pal Vincent. He says that Newcastle will finish above United. So we've got a bet on. He obviously knows nothing about football, Callum. And not only that, he's a Hearts supporter. So he doesn't know anything about football. Any Hearts supporters listening? I'm only kidding.
In terms of United, obviously going forward, they're in the FA Cup semi-final against Brighton. Obviously, City are in the other semi-final against Sheffield United. Is that a competition you think United can win with the teams left?
Well, of course, it's going to be a Man City United final. I mean, I can't see the mighty Sheffield or the mighty Brighton beating either of them, you know. Be a great final. And, you know, once you get to that, anything can happen. Anything in the finals. City will obviously go in as favourites if they both get there. But there's nothing to stop us beating them. They've got no defence either. If you attack them, tell you can beat City. Anyone who's prepared to go out and attack them can beat them. It's been proven this year again. But they would have to start favourite, I think, at this stage, if it turns out to be United City final, which I think it will be.
You mentioned your bet with Vincent. United playing Newcastle on Sunday. Away at Newcastle. Are you nervous at all, or are you confident?
We'll beat them. We'll beat them. Rubbish. They're absolute rubbish. I mean, as bad as we've been. You know, they got back on track again after Liverpool. You say, oh my God, this is going to be the beginning of the end. And they've got back on track. You know, they've got a couple of good results in Europe and we're back on track again. I think he's... but at the end of the day, well, you know what I think, our defence, we have no defence. So it depends who he plays. It really does depend who he plays. So we'll see. But I think, no, we'll get a result there. We'll get a result. I hope so. I can't start to give Vincent money.
In terms of your good friend who is no longer at United, Paul Pogba, I thought I'd give you a little update on him. He's only played one game this season as a substitute appearance due to injury. Came back and then he's injured himself again. And the Juventus fans are not happy, Willie. You called that one right by saying United should move him on.
Move him on. Yeah, about 3 years earlier than they did. He's useless. He's useless. No, I didn't know that, by the way, obviously. You see, he's only played one game. So, well, he didn't play any games at United, did he? They're lucky if they got a game out of him. I don't wish him injury, you know, obviously. It's his livelihood. But no, not for me. It's a great move getting rid of him, as you know. And his compatriot. Sorry, Ray.
I have to also ask you about Messi. Obviously, you're a big Messi fan, won the World Cup, which was great to see. Paris Saint-Germain knocked out of the Champions League at an early stage this season. There were rumours he was going to sign a new deal to stay there for an extra year. But at the moment, it seems as if he's having second thoughts. Where would you go if you were Messi?
Where would I go? I'd probably do a Ronaldo. Why not? For a year, 2 years. I mean, if you compare Ronaldo 150 million, you get $1 billion. He's so much better than Ronaldo. Why not for a year? Take it, and he'll go back home. I think he'll go back to Argentina eventually, or to America, and finish up playing out there. That's what I think. I don't think he'll be looking for a managerial job over here. I think he's enough in the bank not to have to worry about that. And good luck to him. For me, the greatest player in the last 20, 30 years, just the greatest player on the planet. And good luck to him. I do like him. I do love watching him. He's the one I would go and pay to watch him play. There's no other player I would do that for. Not in the current, no, I think he's great. But yeah, he'll get an offer from, Saudi Arabia or wherever, Qatar, wherever it is. And I'm sure he'll take it. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I'd take it myself, Callum. Got to be honest. I don't blame Ronaldo for doing that, by the way. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what he'll do. I think the days at PSG they're not going to do nothing, are they? It's not like the old Barcelona team that's gone. And at his stage now, you just say, okay, much money can I make? Why not?
There is a rumour Barcelona would like him back to finish his career there. They obviously the famous saying, never go back. What would you be considering that if you were Messi?
No, I don't think he'll go back. Not unless they got a couple of $100 million to give him for a year's work. If they have, yeah, why not? But I doubt it. That sort of money doesn't exist in Spain.
No, certainly not at the moment as well.
It doesn't. I think he'll end up going, out there. That's what I think. And why not? As I said before, I do it myself. I'm going to go and find my boots, clean my boots up. You never know. Get an agent.
I don't blame you. I think you could do a turn out there.
I settle for a year. I only need a year. You set top clubs.
The other question I want to ask you is about David De Gea. He's out of contract at United, I think, in a year's time. There's talk, should United renew his contract? Should they let him leave? What would you do?
I'd let him leave. He's a good goalie, but he's one of many good goalies out there, He's not going to. I don't know. I think he's been great for us, by the way. Don't get me wrong, but at his age, no, I think I'd be inclined to let him go and get a young goalkeeper. He's bringing in young people everywhere, and it's going to take time, and probably the time to get a young goalkeeper as well, and let them all gel together. I hope that's what he's going to do. I'm just waiting on the transfer when the transfers open up this summer. See who he gets rid of.
It will be interesting.
I hope he keeps his promises. We'll see.
What was your thoughts on Sir Alex Ferguson being very quiet after the Liverpool game? Did that surprise you at all that he wasn't speaking a lot after that one?
No, I think I was looking for him. I thought he might be on the pitch waving to the fans and holding up the cup but nah. Alex is Alex. He's not going to change, At least his horses are doing all right anyway. Him and Jed are doing all right with the horses. So, my thoughts on that. He's been sticking his nose in where it shouldn't be the last few years, and he shouldn't have been there. You want to stay on there? Great. But just be quiet. Be dignified. Have a little bit of class. That might be difficult. Okay.
You mentioned horses there, and I know you enjoy your horse racing as well. Did you watch much of Cheltenham? Have you ever been to Cheltenham?
Yes, I have. I've been 2 or 3 times to Cheltenham. It's a nightmare because you can't move. You can't move. You literally, it's like being in Euston Station in Russia. You can't. You want to get a bet. If you want to hang on, see how the betting's going, and then try to get a bet on, you just can't get to the bookies. There's just too many people. The last time I went, we went in a box, in a private box, which was great. Much easier. Obviously, you can get your bets on easy. Yeah, so you can lose much more money quicker. It's so much better. But we had a nice time. We had a nice time down there, and but it's just too many people. But it's a great meet to watch. I mean, we watched it every day on the telly. It did all right. Did all right. Come out on the right side, and it was great to watch the 2 great horses. Summit Hill and the other one that Rachel Blackmore was on, Honeywell, I think it's called. I remember. It was just fabulous watching those 2 horses win because you get so much hype, and it puts pressure on the jockeys more than the horse. The horse doesn't know any different, obviously, but it was great to watch them win the way they did. So, and the sport needs it. They're struggling for. I mean, most of the too many meetings now, and too few horses. I mean, the races, like 5, 6, 7 runners. There's just too many meetings, and I think they're going to have to do something about it. They're going to have to cut down the meetings to get people back. But I love going to Haydock. Haydock was my favourite course. Get Collins, my pal, had a box there for many years, and we Peter invited loads of my pals, Hurricane, Johnny Matthews, Howard Kiwi, all sorts of people there, and it was a great atmosphere. Still is. It's for me a great race course. But again, you can lose money at any race course, Callum. It's easy.
That is very true.
It's great. We have fun with it now. I used to bet heavy. Fun. But Kate bet, she had one last week, 125 to 1, and it finished third, each way. How do you pick anything like that? You couldn't. Stevie Wonder wouldn't pick anything. And she makes me look foolish because I've got normally on a favourite or a second favourite. And she comes up with the 28 to 1, 42. It's crazy. I know. Heartbreaking as well.
We've talked on the show about famous golfers that you've met, famous actors, also other famous footballers. What about jockeys over the years? Have you been friends with any famous jockeys?
I was had two particular friends. One was Walter Swinburne, who was a great jock, absolutely fantastic. The other was Johnny Franken. He was a jump jock. Walter was obviously on the flat. Sadly, Walter's no longer with us. John is. He's into tennis now. He's been retired for quite a while. But for me, the greatest jock of all was Lester Piggott. And I have a photograph of Lester on the wall on Nijinsky. Lester was the greatest that's ever lived, in my opinion. But Walter was a great jock. He won all sorts of big races, and Franklin was arguably the best jump jock it's ever been. So yeah, They never told you anything, though. You know, we used to try and get information out of them. You going to win? We said, how do I know? Am I trying? Yes. Okay, that will do. If you get on a trial, you've got a chance, Callum. Make sure the jockey's not pulling the horse or the trainer under orders from the trainer. And they do, as you will. Well, I don't know if you do. You know, do you bet?
No.
No. Well, I say we just bet a bit for fun now. But back in the day, the worst bet of all time was Grundy. It won the Derby, and I think it was a King George, Queen Elizabeth, and it was favourite, and had a lot of money on it, a lot of money for the second, and it was to win. It wasn't each way. Kind of. You can't win. You can't win. If you're doing it for fun, yeah, it's a bit of fun. But to go out and try and make money, I mean, obviously, my other great pal Willie Thorne. I mean, they lost everything, and the horses lost everything. So it's for fun, yes, but other than that, you ain't going to make any money. Show me a gambler and I'll show you a poor man. It's true. We all think we can beat the system, but you can't.
In terms of tonight, Scotland are scheduled to play Spain. They beat Cyprus 3-0 at the weekend. Would you give them any chance at all against Spain at home?
Why not? Spain's not great. Name me one Spanish player. Do you know any Spanish players?
It's not a particularly great generation at the moment. That's true.
Is it Barcelona left back? He's the worst left back in European football.
Jordi Alba.
He's useless. I hope he's playing. And if he is playing, if Scotland play a right winger, if we can find a right winger or anyone that can go in a wing, you'll destroy him. I'll tell you, you can beat them. So the Scots manager's listening. You find somebody, if he's playing, I hope Alba's playing. Because he's useless. Both defending and going forward. Get a winger and you'll beat him. I'm telling you, you'll beat Spain.
Well, I certainly hope so. It would be an incredible feat. Some interesting questions this week. First one comes from Paul. He asked, would you rather have won the World Cup with Scotland or the European Cup with Manchester United?
Oh, Paul. Paul. I like to win them both. You know, the chance I had, we were robbed in the semi-final of the European Cup against AC Milan. We were robbed. The referee was a cheat. Whether the Italians paid him or not, I don't know. But he cheated because we should have beat them here, and he disallowed which was a very good goal. And obviously, I think if we got in the final, we would have won. We would have won the European Cup. With Scotland, again, you know, we never got beat. I don't know. I mean, probably so long ago, people won't remember. But we never got beat. And again, if we'd have gone through, it got eliminated without getting beat. And I don't know. I think the World Cup is the ultimate. You know, playing for your country is great. Obviously, playing at Man U, playing for your country to win the World Cup is the ultimate for any footballer. So, Paul, I've got to pick the World Cup.
Next one comes from Jerry. Do you want to see Manchester United build a brand new stadium?
No. I'd like to see them build this stadium, even make it even better. It's iconic. I mean, Old Trafford's iconic. Yes, it needs completely doing up. More so the stands at the pitch is great. I mean, they've got the pitch right, it's fantastic. No, I'd like to reconstruct the present one and make it all singing, all dancing, and give people value for money. You know, they're paying hard-earned money to go there. And you go there and, you know, the facilities are not great. They're just not great. And they should be. You know, we want to be the biggest club in the world. We should have the best stadium in the world. But I would like to move it. It has, I don't know, the history is there. So Jerry, no, I'd like them to maybe knock it down and rebuild it where it is. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see who gets it. It looks like it's going to be, again, the Arabs are going to take it over, we think. It looks like.
Yeah, no, certainly Qatar seem to be the favourites at the moment, but Sir Jim Ratcliffe's still in there as well.
I don't think he'll pay the money. You know, I think he's obviously a very good businessman, and it has a price. And you know, they're going to try and get over the odds for it, as they do. And I don't think he'll be held to ransom at all. Too good a businessman for that. Whereas the Arabs, it's irrelevant. Just pump some more oil out the ground. Money's around, it didn't mean anything. It means nothing to them. Whereas he's a businessman, he's built his business up. He's been great. They don't. They just pump some more oil out.
Interesting one from Lisa. What would you say is your dream holiday destination?
Oh, Lisa. Dream holiday destination. I've been very, very lucky in some great places. Oh, Lisa. You know, I know it sounds, well, it's like Blackpool, Tenerife. I loved, you know, a little place in Tenerife for many years, and I loved going there. But if I had to pick one place that I could visit while I'm on the planet, it'd be Rio de Janeiro again. It was surreal. I mean, just unbelievable. We were down there for a week with Scotland, and obviously did all the Copacabana, Ipanema, did the beaches, went up to the Statue of Christ. I didn't do Sugarloaf Mountain, though, Lisa. I didn't fancy doing that, but it's just a great place. It was a great place. I loved it. So, yeah. I also love Palm Springs for the golf. Yeah, Rio. I think it'd have to be Rio for one place to, you know, so you can only go one place now before you die. It'd be Rio again.
Last question is from Pete. He asks, would you have loved to have played under Jock Stein?
1000%, Pete. And you know, I had the chance twice. I thought the world of him. Him and Matt Busby could have been brothers. They were just beautiful people. And yes, 1000%. If I have any regrets about what I did in my career, that would be the one, that I didn't go and play for Jock at Celtic. You know, difficult decision at the time. Yeah, so simple. I mean, it's a simple answer. Along with Matt Busby, the two greatest managers, in my opinion. ever, and great people. I thought the world of him.
An incredible manager, someone who achieved so much.
No, but a great guy, not just a manager. He was a great guy. Just like Matt, it's like working for your dad. Sadly missed,
Absolutely, and I don't think we'll ever see the like again, to be honest. I really don't.
Not at Celtic Park, you won't.
No.
Not ever. Not ever. Just like Old Trafford, you'll never see another Matt Busby. Ever. Because they don't exist. They've gone forever. I wish we could. I wish we had one at Old Trafford. I wish we had one at Celtic, obviously. But,
we can but dream.
Oh, can't but dream. Yeah, but I love them. Thought they were them, and we had chats when we were in Germany with Scotland, the World Cup. Jock came over, and he'd come in and he was chatting, saying, I wish you'd have come. I know, but if I'd have known Matt was going to retire, the team were going to break up. Paddy's gone, Bobby's gone, Bill Phelps finished, Tony Dunn's left. Yeah, I would have come up. I would have been all right. Me in one wing and Jinky on the other wing. I think might have done all right up there.
I certainly think so myself, I have to say.
Yeah, but he did. When we were at the World Cup, we were having a drink after the matches, and he said, it's my one regret that you didn't come. I said, I wanted to come, and my dad wanted me to go desperately, as you know. But, well, as I said, I joined the right club. Picked the wrong team at the time. If I'd have known Matt was going to retire within 18 months, might have looked at it different. But I would change. You can't change it, obviously. But Man United I love the place. I love the people. I love the supporters. They're fantastic. They are just fantastic. But yes, Pete, I would have loved to play with Jock. And, well, it's too late now, obviously. Well, maybe not. Keep saying to Callum, I'm going to find my boots. Bring Jock back. We'll get
Absolutely. Get up the road.
That'd be great. Yeah, anyway. Yes.
As always, plenty of interesting questions from the listeners. Always great every week.
Yeah, it is brilliant what the questions. It's nice, and I suppose it's interesting, obviously, for people to know that what you would have done, or could have done, or should have done, and everyone's got their opinion. My dad never forgave me, by the way, Pete. He never forgave me for not going to Celtic. That was his dream. Man United didn't mean nothing to him, but anyway, can't change history.
We absolutely can't. Your usual message for the listeners before we go?
All the people in saying this crazy world. Well, once we find out who's going to run America, that'll be fun, yeah. Yeah, look after yourself, take care of each other, and in the words of the great Dave Allen, may your God go with you.
Until next time, take care.